Fitbit thing. What's up, man? I decided to go out and get myself a gaming chair because whenever I'm gaming with the boys or whenever I'm online or something like that, my back is always hurting in the chairs that I'm sitting in. So I wanted something comfortable. So Sam's Club had these on sale. They were like normally they're like $233 or like $279, but they had the Respawn RP2 210. It was like 160, and I was like, to hell with it. Why not just do it? Maybe I need to turn his Wi-Fi off because, not Wi-Fi, but Bluetooth off because it keeps trying to pick up that Fitbit. I don't have a Fitbit. So, wow. That's the arms for this thing. We've got a big old tray of sushi right here behind it. I said, you know what? I'm going to treat myself today, and I'm not going to eat super, not like a lot of junk food, but I'm going to eat some sushi. What's that? Hello, hello, hello. Tarkov? No. Call of Duty. Some of my military buddies have been wanting me to jump on Rainbow Six Siege. Wow. No, that sushi's from Sam's Club. I like their sushi. I usually get it from Sam's Club, or I actually get it from the restaurant. See you, brother. Hope you're having a good day. Sushi overdose. I don't know about all that. No, I don't know how to put it together, but we're going to find out, Michael. It's the whole point of instructions in a box. You follow the instructions. It's too easy. Oh yeah, of course I did. Yep. All the hardware. Wow. Some heavy duty stuff going on here. Look at these brackets. Huge. 1/4 inch thick. This Fitbit. Why is my phone trying to pick up this Fitbit? I don't want. Alright, so there's not very much to the instructions. I mean, there's not very much to this chair actually overall. It says take all of the wheels and put it in the bottom. Okay. I used to play PC, but I moved over to Xbox. Okay. Is my phone? I'm in the middle of doing something right now, so I'm probably going to miss questions. I'm trying to worry about this chair right now, man. I'm not, what are we? A guy with a 22 F-150 3.5 V6 broke down in the parking lot. Engine wasn't running. Disconnected main battery to reset. Still had power. How do you force reset? So I don't know what you're asking, man. I'm not sure what you're asking. Force reset what? What are we resetting? You didn't tell me if there's any code. You didn't tell me what's going on with it other than it just has no power. Outside of that, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're dealing with right now. You're going to have to hook up to a computer. You're going to have to see what codes are present. Yes, it's a gaming chair. The Respawn gaming chair, RP210. I'm not sure what you're... I don't know, man. You're going to have to listen for sound at the fuel pump when you key on. Make sure the fuel pump's turning on. Make sure the security system's reset. Outside of that, there's nothing I can really do for you on a 21 right here where we're at right now. Honestly, there's nothing I can do. If it was a 5-liter, you'd have to have it towed into the dealership. Yeah, I know the engine couldn't start, but what else is there? When you're is it a push button or is it a key? Is the light flashing, the security light flashing on the dash? There's so much going on with a 21 and above model now that you can't just diagnose something over a phone anymore. Do you hear the fuel pump kicking on? How did it break down? Did the battery die and then you had to jump start it? Why did it break down? Do you know anything behind why you can't start the vehicle right now? You can't force a reset. If you If you unhook the battery and you already did that, that's as much a reset as you're gonna get. If the button's flashing, that means there's a security issue set. Well, it will be a security light on the dash. See if he has another fob, if he has another backup fob. And take that key fob of his, open up the center console, look for a little slot that you can drop. Normally it's a little square about this big. You can drop a key down inside it. Open up the center console, look down inside there and see if you can put a key in a little box. There's a little box down inside there. And the key will drop down inside the little cover, and then try to start it. Or it could be under the cup holders. It's somewhere in that center console. You got to remove the little rubber pieces in some of the trucks. There's a little hidden compartment underneath it, like a little rectangle. Drop the key down inside that and see if you can start the vehicle. Look through the center console and see if you can find something different. You may have to remove little rubber, like little skid plates that are in like the storage areas and stuff like that. Sometimes they hide it under the little pieces of rubber. But pull up the center console and see if you see a little box back in there, and drop the key down inside the box and try to restart the vehicle. Alright, so that... Alright, the wheels are all on. Now it says you got to put the piston in. It says put the piston in. I got a battery backup case now, so I can be on the phone longer. And then it says take the piston. Can we get rid of this guy right here, this vor.red? Ban this guy, boot him out of here. How much time do you have left to play Xbox? What do you mean, how much time do I have? I have all night, all day tomorrow too. When you want to play, baby, I'm game. And it says after you put the piston in the middle of the wheel assembly to drop these plastic coverings on there. Okay, and then it says to take this part right here and put the piston assembly on it. So it wants the levers facing the left. Okay, so this has got to go on there now. I wish I could. Let me put this on the ground. Gamer tag? I'll share it with you. Says to put in this is interesting. I'm guessing this chair is an Xbox item to game with. No, it's a standard gaming chair, but it's one of the nicer ones, not so cheap. Some of the gaming chairs are like 60, 70 bucks. This chair is like a $250 to $300 chair, but Sam's had it on sale for $169.99, so I went and picked it up immediately. So then the directions say, plus I'm going to use this while I'm like editing videos and stuff like that, and I'm not 100%, no. I feel like after my last sickness, I've got some kind of like nasally, like almost like sinus. And I don't have sinus issues, but I feel like I have like a sinus issue coming on right now. Let me center these, tighten them down. Did you know they made a new Dorito called Cool Ranch and Flaming Hot together? Yeah, it's leather. I didn't think Dorito would do that, but it's Cool Ranch and Flaming Hot together. It was everything I could do. I swear. It was everything I could do to not grab the bag of potato chips, but you know, I don't know what happened. It ended up in my cart anyway. I'm not sure. I just somebody just threw it in my cart and I said, ah, to hell with it. Ended up in my cart and I thought it'd be a good idea. Sushi and Flamin' Hots with ranch. And you know, these aren't cheap because they actually put Loctite on all these bolts. You know, this is more of a legit kit than most. You know, Sam's Club also has a tortilla chip called Outlaw Snacks, and it is a spicy ranch. and they're big family size bags, and they're only like $3.40. And it's, I think it's a U.S. company called Outlaw. It just so happens somebody threw one of those bags in my cart as well. I don't know why. Alright, so it's saying that this part right here, I'm assuming I got this right. I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got it right. Okay. Okay. Now this here, this here says put the plate on the back with M. Letters M. R, M. For the J bar. And then it's got this big giant ass 1/4-inch bracket that goes on it. So yeah, you're right. Good starter basic toolkit for a monthly use at the most. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of good starter kits that are even better than just monthly use. That, like, I've got a lot of the Icon stuff from Harbor Freight right now, and I've been using it more than I've used my Snap-on, my Matco, my Mac, and I just want to see how it's gonna last, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. Actually, in some instances, I prefer the Harbor Freight Icon or the Professional series, because some of them have better angles to like their wrenches or something like that, or the actual flex head ratchet from Icon has more teeth, so it's better in tighter areas. Yep, I'm a gamer too. I get on there and I fuck some people up, man. I make a lot of 12-year-olds cry, so it is what it is. I've been playing Vanguard a lot more lately, trying to get used to it. I was on PC, a gaming PC that was specifically built for gaming, and I moved over to Xbox. One of my buddies got the newest Xbox, and he sold me his Elite 1 terabyte, the last version. So he gave me that, all his controllers, all his Xbox gaming cards, all his Xbox games, literally everything for $300. The docking station was still in the box, brand new rechargeable batteries. He gave me all his like $15 and $20 Play Store cards, everything. Threw everything in there. This chair is like legit beefy, super beefy. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so now it says to slide the chair in, but make sure the plate is behind the bottom of the bracket here. Oh wow, this thing is gonna be nice. Holy moly. This chair is kind of heavy. I got one of them in. Got that one in. Mm. Mm. All right, so the back is on, the bottom is on. Now it talks about putting the chair and everything on. The armrest. But I think
think this part right here. Okay. Oh, wow. That's it. That snaps in there tight. Did you end up figuring out what it was with the F-150? Was it the key? Dropping it in the slot? No, no, you don't have to say sorry. I just need more context next time. And when somebody's in a hurry and I don't understand what's going on, it could be frustrating for both of us. You're fine. I just needed to know more about the situation, and I needed to get myself together to process my thinking process faster. And I just wasn't sure exactly what you were dealing with. Oh, you remember my baby girl? You're gonna make me cry now, man. Yeah, you're gonna make me cry. Wow, that just brought back a lot of emotions. I miss her a lot. Oh, I miss her a lot. I think about her all the time. Ah, God. Yeah, it's happy tears though. Yeah. Some of these people, some of these guys on here will never know who she is. Ah. Yeah. No, Paige is my old service dog. Some of you guys were here for me the whole entire time through everything. And right there at the end, where I had to actually put her down. She was my baby girl. Some people have been here with me for years and got to see her kind of grow up and stuff. A little bit the last few years of her life, not grow up, but just grow with me. So some of these guys have been around for her. She was very, very special to me. Paige, 12 years old, 13 years old. Made me cry, man. She was beautiful, guys. Some of you guys would have loved to have seen her. She's beautiful. Beautiful. This one goes on the other side. There we go. Let's see. M. What is this? It's a bunch of caps, so that must be the caps for the chairs. It says M and L. M and L. M and L. M goes on the top and L goes on the bottom. This. Oh, that's just spare parts. What is this? Washers for what? Where did I have to put washers? I didn't see washers on any of this stuff. I must have did something wrong here. Hell, we ain't got to put no washers on it. It's fine without it. Come on, damn it. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, yes. That spins nice. It's real nice. The back is mesh though. This part up here is at the top. It had really good reviews on it, so that's why I kind of trusted it. And then I went online and compared it to see if I could get it cheaper somewhere else. and it was all higher than Sam's Club. We're right at the same price. You should see what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. I got these big old giant cheap steaks that I'm going to make fancy. And I got some chicken Alfredo and some macaroni and cheese. I'm going to eat good for dinner tonight. Probably eat on that for a couple days. 'Cause I go there and get that. I get the expensive steak if I want expensive steak. But sometimes I get this. I want a big, giant, flat steak. And I'll doctor it up and tenderize it, marinate it and stuff, and I'll cook it real good. Oh, char it a little bit. Delicious. I think that's it. It says you can put this. This is like for the center section. Somehow, let's see what this thing says. Yeah, it says you can put this thing down here. Oh, oh my God. This is crazy. This is not, this should be illegal. You can go to sleep in this damn thing. Oh my God. It's so comfortable. This thing is so comfortable, man. The leather in this thing and how it has like the memory foam leather. It supports your butt and everything. This is nice. This is really nice. Let me try the foot thing. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. I got all the salt from the car trying to carry all the groceries and stuff in earlier. It's nice. This thing is super comfortable. I can't, yeah, this is gonna be nice. Now I know why you're paying $169 for it. I'm bringing this chair to, I mean, this thing is, and it's wide too. You can be really big and fit inside this thing. There's like tons of room next to my body here. I'm a big dude. Yeah, but these all have Loctite on them. I've never done one with Loctite. These all have Loctite. This is nice. This is, and it lays back. Watch this. You could literally lay here like a sofa and go to sleep. I mean, this thing is awesome. Do some training. You want to hit the bag? Do some training. Just because this so big boy gained some weight since he got out of the military don't mean he can't do some training. I'll show y'all what's up. Whoop the shit out of that bag. What's up, man? Nice cars coming to the shop recently. Let's see what's coming to the shop recently. Nice cars, just your typical stuff. We did get a couple really nice custom Raptors where guys like wrapped them out and added their own like lights and exhaust system and stuff to it and everything else. But other than that, no, nothing too crazy. you, you're stuck when you get in this thing. For the new magnetic bolts. Yeah, I don't know anything about what you're talking about right now with the magnetic bolts. I know they've been playing around with a dual directional nut that it can that as the nut spinning on it, it can actually rotate back and forth to get down, but it won't come back off. How in the hell are you going to get the thing back off if it has a thread cut this way and thread cut this way, and the nut can work its way self all the way down, but it can't come back off of the bolt. The bolt has to be broken to get it off. I mean, I don't know where an application like that would be used, but I've seen some people on a tech stream on TikTok talking about that recently, and they were like, if those bolts like that ever make it on people's vehicles, they're gonna get destroyed. How do you even get a bolt like that off? Yeah, with liquid wrench. That's exactly right. Damn, I could do my talks right here in this chair. I could put like mount a little thing right here and have the phone out here like this. I could just talk to you guys like this from now on. To hell with it, just be lazy and just talk like this. Fuck it. Send it, right? Yeah, kind of out of nowhere, just disappeared. We don't really see any of that stuff anymore. Uh, because if the vehicle's under warranty, the manufacturer wants their parts being put on that vehicle. So if something is covered under, 3 years, 36, it's going to be taken care of anyway. Don't go putting aftermarket parts on the vehicle. And your powertrain's good for 5 years, 60. So if there's a powertrain problem, it's going to be covered. So don't go putting aftermarket parts on the vehicle. So it's kind of like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? But if it's still covered under warranty, let them take care of it. Trust me, there's things that are written into warranty clause and everything else that'll get you real quick. I want to go prepare dinner. I'll show you what I got right now before we get off of here. Let's see how easy this thing is to push back in. Flip it up with your feet, grab it with the back. Done. Now flip the chair up. Comes right up. Lock it in place. Done. I'll show you what I got for dinner. Excuse me. macaroni and cheese, chicken Alfredo. Got some of these to take to work next week. And then I ended up going out and getting some flat steak that I'm going to cook tonight, marinate real nice, letting it get down to room temperature right now before I start working it. And I started buying all my socks now at Sam's Club and Costco because they don't make my feet sweat. They're probably made by the same people. Well, those steaks at Sam's are cheaper than anywhere else. At Sam's, both those packs of steaks are only like 13, 14 bucks for choice beef. The only time you pay premium prices for their New York strips and like ribeye and stuff like that. But the cheaper grade meats or the other cuts of meat at Sam's, they're super cheap because people don't typically buy them as much. Or Costco, same way. It's the cuts that are not as desirable as like the strips, the sirloin, and the ribeyes that are the cheaper ones. So I tell people all the time, just because I work a lot and I make good money, and you guys see how much I work work more than anybody else does at my dealership. Just because I make good money and stuff like that doesn't mean that I go buy expensive stuff all the time. Very rarely will you see me go do something for myself, and it's only because I'm sitting in here talking to you guys earlier today in that cheap chair, and my back started hurting and stuff, and I was like, if I'm gonna do this stuff, I can't keep sitting here for 2 hours talking to people and my back just killing me by the time I'm done. So when I started looking at all these chairs and stuff, I seen that they had this, and I was like, to hell with it. I'm just going to go treat myself to something nice and just go get something for myself so I'm not so uncomfortable by the time I'm done with a live stream or something, or when I'm gaming. And then all that stuff is cheap though. None of that stuff even costs that much. Like the Alfredo stuff is like, I think 10 bucks. The macaroni and cheese like 4 bucks. And then those steaks are only $13 a pack or $14 a pack. So I'm going to eat on that for the next couple of days, and people are going to have to be going out and buying dinner and stuff every night, and I'm going to be eating the same thing for the next few days because I'm a dude and I don't care, and it's good food, so it saves me a ton of money doing stuff like that. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, but typically guys, when we find something we like, we can eat on it for several days before we get tired of it. Where women, they need something changed all the time. We don't need that. We'll find like a good side dish and a good steak or something like that, and we can eat the same thing for several days. I'm not sure if I can. I know because I'm buying it for purposes of online use. Technically, it is an expense. I could. I don't know. The same with me. Iron. I'm just gonna call you Iron Industries. Same with me. I try to eat the same thing for lunch every single day. If I do eat lunch, it's typically the same thing every day. Like I might take the little pack of tacos, and I'll probably take like 10 of those a day in a baggie, and I'll have like a Diet Pepsi or something for lunch, and I won't even eat a full lunch. That's what my lunch will be. Or it might be I might have those for dinner and then take some of the extra food that I have left over for lunch just to switch it up a little bit. But I don't care about eating the same thing every day. It's just some damn food. That's all it is to me. And as long as I'm okay with eating it, that's it. Yeah, you can write it up as a business expense because you're using it for your streaming, for your for the channel. I could use it as a tax write-off for the channel. Anything that I buy that's for the channel, that's used with the channel, technically I can write it as a tax write-off, like a business expense. This phone, I bought this phone for purposes of the channel because the other junk phone that I had wasn't very good. So I went out and spent $1,200, $1,300 on this phone, and this phone's going to get wrote off as well. Anyhow, I'm going to get in here and clean up the rest of this mess, get the box and stuff out of there, come out here and make my marinade and everything for this, and we're going to jump off of here. So that's what the chair looks like, just one more time, for anybody who came late. Yeah, that's a good price, John. I've caught that at it's a nice chair. Comfy. So yeah, this is some of my people asked. There was a lot. This is a lot of my military stuff that was left over from like when I was in the military, and we'll talk about that some other time. I'm not gonna get into that now because some interesting stuff to show you guys. Let's just put it that way. You want to see how I cook the steak as well? Let me take this video down, and if you guys want to be here while I'm cooking dinner tonight, I'll come back on here and do it. George, so I have bad news. Stu is not with us anymore. He has not been doing very good the last few days, and Stuart was laid to rest this morning. So he's in a much better place now. It's time, man. He was 20 years old. Arthritis was really building up in his body so bad that he could barely move. So Stu has passed on. Yeah, if you guys want me to go live when I start cooking, I will. But you know, that's up to you guys. Yeah, he was a cool cat though, man. That's the thing about him. He was cool. He was like a boss cat. Even at his age, he'd still walk up to the other cats and he'd be like, "Swat, swat, swat, knock it off. I'd knock you out. Swat, swat." And he wouldn't back down from them. All right. Yeah. Stewart was cool, man. A lot of people were sad today over that. All right, I'm jumping off here. I'm gonna come back on here later when I start cooking. I'm gonna let this set up a little bit and get it completely to room temperature. So I don't want to cut any of you guys off, but I'm gonna kill the live stream. Thank you all for being here, and yeah, we'll come back later.